Look, niggas get shot to start the hiding. When my niggas got shot, we started sliding. Biggie BK provoked the violence. Big Licky G just broke in silence. I load the 30 shot with high lows. I bet a nigga back up off me. I give a sexy mama do say, I better make her match my hornets. They know love got a sturdy 30, and I got my own, so you know I'm never worried. You know gang got the summer hot, Baby, that structure, we legendary. I said, baby, that structure, swag. I cannot stop till I touch your bag. I just might tuck a stack. Fuck up a 20 and double back. I put that double G up on my teeth. Make her marry for the jean. Mike Jack glove, coolin' with a trees. Make her toast the Billie Jean. Shit get explicit. I'm still making movies. I've been making movies since a teen. My side's wicked. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I don't really know the in between. That style different. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. That's a fact. My Mary's on from the wavy. Rock my gray bottom to the back. When I'm in my bag, I got a sexy mama. She attractive. Help a nigga cool back. It get harder when you living fast. It be hard for niggas to relax. My brother got all of his jewelry on. He look like a stain, so he keep a strap. Baby, I'm held it up. G5 a medallion. I need a presidential rollie. Brand new drip made by Italians. And there's once up in my blunt. If it ain't act, it ain't nothing in my car. I put that double G up on my teeth. Make her marry for the jean. Mike Jack glove, coolin' with a trees. Make her toast the Billie Jean. Shit get explicit. I'm still making movies. I've been making movies since a teen. My side's wicked. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I don't really know the in between. That style different. I'm a Brooklyn nigga. That's a fact. My Mary's on from the wavy. Rock my gray bottom to the back. When I'm in my bag, I got a sexy mama. She attractive. Help a nigga cool back. It get harder when you living fast. It be hard for niggas to relax.
Bipolar depression. It's a dark, lonely place.
This is art inspired by real stories.
Only Verizon gives you more of the best. 5G from America's most reliable network. More plans you can mix and match and save.
Catch the live news, sports, and shows you love with 85+.
We're A-Game, a 100% Black-owned company with an all-natural product and world-class customer service. We're headquartered in California, and we manufacture, package, and ship right here in the United States. We ship to more than 125 distributors worldwide. Normal processing is 2 to 3 days, and we employ virtual tracking until our product is received. So, no matter where you are in the world, here we come, and we're bringing your A-game.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. Much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. Shout out to y'all. You tuned in, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. After you hit the like button, make sure you share the show. Make sure you share this show. Get the show out there. Share the show on your community tab. Anywhere that you share videos, make sure you share this show. This is your first time here. If you'll be catching a playback, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries, man. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. And last but definitely not least, make sure you financially support the show. You can do so by going to CashApp $Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's CashApp $Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go at any time during the show. If you would like to donate, is in your top left-hand corner of your screen. Just go ahead and hit that up. If you got any questions, any comments you would like me to acknowledge, put it through with your super chat and I will post them. All other donation links will be in the chat room. All other donation links will be in the chat room. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, y'all see today's title, man. Y'all see today's title. And if y'all haven't, brothers, make sure y'all go. Matter of fact, after the show is over, I will put the link in the description box to the article on what's going on with what we'll be discussing today, man. So shout out to y'all once again. Does Kirk Franklin hate his son? Does he hate his son? And I came up with this question because when I actually read what was going on and was able to read some of the things that his son expressed about his dad, it was troubling, man. It was troubling. You know, it was sad to me because, you know, as we understand right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, that we're our own agency. Black men, we're our own agency. So that must be understood from the rooter to the tutor. And when I say that, I mean from beginning to end. What I mean is, if you have a son, you must understand, you must make your sons or your son understand the value of brotherhood. You see, you must explain to your son the value of being a brother to another man. Because not only are you my son, but you'll become a grown man one day. And you are going to have to continue to fight the same struggle that your dad fought. So you my son, but we brothers of the same struggle. You see? So from young, brothers, we have to begin to teach our sons the importance and the value of them valuing not only themselves, but other men who look like them. And I'm not saying run around and be gullible and think that everyone that's your skin folk is your kinfolk. I'm not saying that. But I'm not teaching my sons to go out and to quickly assess another black man the same way society assesses him. You understand? I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that. And I'm not gonna teach my sons to do that. Y'all give me 1 second. So I'm not gonna teach my sons to do that. You see? So with us understanding the fact that we're our own agency, it's ironic that a man like Kirk Franklin, a man who's supposed to be a godly man, a spiritual man. It's ironic that his family isn't intact. And when I say his family, I don't mean the family he come from. I mean the family that he created as a man. You see? I don't understand. I'm trying to understand, why is he dealing with his son in the way that he's dealing with his son? See, this is an example of a breakdown in family value. You see? This is a breakdown in the family. And we also understand that the reason why a lot of us black men act the way we act, our attitudes are the way that they are, because of the broken family structure. Not only just a dad not being around, but also black men dealing with abuse, dealing with abusive family members. And it just so happens that the person who's been abusing this man his whole life has been his dad. Now, why would a godly man like Kirk Franklin be abusing his son in the way that he's been abusing his son? And you know he's been abusing his son because he admitted it by apologizing. You see? And his son expressed that his dad has been abusing him his whole life. So it's not like this is an isolated incident. No, this is an incident that was put out there by his son. His son recorded this. This was recorded by his son, and his son put it out there. You see, this is a breakdown in family. I'm trying to figure out, why would a man like Kirk Franklin not value his family? Why wouldn't he value his family? Why would he treat his sons the way he do? Only thing I can think of is, see, because if it's a breakdown in the family value, there has to be a health issue. You see, it has to be a health issue here. And it looks like it has to be a mental health issue. And we know that we can draw these conclusions because some years ago, we found out that Kirk Franklin had a porn addiction. His porn addiction was so bad, it almost ended his marriage and destroyed his family. You see? So we know that this dude has mental issues. He has issues that he needs to address. You see? And those mental issues come from spiritual trauma. It's some things that happened to Kirk Franklin in his life that made him question who he was. This is why, even though he's presented to the world as a godly man, he's still running from a dark place in his life that he can't escape from. He still hasn't figured out who he is. He's still going through conflict. You see? He's still at war with himself. You see? This is what led to his porn addiction, which in turn created a mental issue. See, spiritual value. Then it turned into a health issue, which goes into health value, which in turn he abuses his sons, which becomes a family issue, which then turns into a dwelling issue. This is why, if you read the articles that are coming out, he had another son that came out and said that he was abusing him also. But this son that played this recording is saying that he doesn't even know his dad, because all he know from his dad is abuse. That's all he know and understand his dad for, is abusing him. You see, brothers, we have to begin to heal. Now, when I say heal, I'm not saying like this is a one-time thing. This is why I always say healing is a process. It's not an event. See, because as we can see, Kirk Franklin has not addressed all of his issues of his own, his personal issues. Because if he did, he wouldn't be abusing his sons. And his sons are grown. And the things that are coming out about Kirk Franklin is quite disturbing to me, man. And it's not like, I held him in high esteem or anything like that. I'm just, I don't like to hear this. I don't like to hear black men tormenting their family. This is why I say we got to heal before we build. Some of us need to address and assess our personal traumas before we go into having children. But a lot of times, a lot of us black men have children from just being irresponsible and having accident babies. But a lot of it just comes from us being sexually irresponsible. And this is why a lot of us have children when we're not only we're not financially prepared when we have children, because a lot of us are not spiritually ready. A lot of us have mental issues that we think we don't have, that we haven't addressed. And then we go and start a family, and then we destroy our children. And then we turn our sons into what we were, onto what we are. See, we have to break the cycle, brothers. We do. We have to break the cycle on our end. Stop worrying about what everybody else is supposed to do, and let's just focus on what we got to do. See, because at the end of the day, you can't make nobody do the right thing. The only person you can make do the right thing is yourself, brothers. So stop sitting around harping on what the women are not doing, when you need to just do what you need to do. As long as you doing what you need to do, you're going to always be good. See, that's what brothers need to be focused on. See, if you always take care of your son, if the mama don't take care of him, guess what? he'll never grow up and say, my daddy didn't take care of me. He'll grow up and say, my mama wasn't shit. You see? You see, brothers? That's what it's about. It's not about you. It's about what your son or your daughter gonna say about you. This is why you gotta heal before you build. Because see, a lot of us brothers are not ready to have families, and then we take on a family or we create a family with another spiritually traumatized woman, and y'all have children, and then y'all grow up and be abusive around the children, and the children gotta dwell in that environment. And then at some point, one of y'all is taken away from them. So now they got to deal with a broken family. And then you not understanding as a man that you're psychologically taking your sons or your daughters through the same things you went through. You see, Kirk Franklin is not realizing that. See, he probably got a glimpse of it now because the public done heard the type of monster that he is behind the scenes. You see, you can get up there and stomp, or my brother say stomp, or my sister say stomp. You know, you could do all of that. But then you're going home and you're stomping on your sons. You're stomping on your family. But to the world, you the beautiful gospel singer Kirk Franklin. But who you are to your family, brothers. This is why I say we got to focus on the internal 5, brothers. We have to harp on the internal 5 of the 10 life values, which is our spiritual, health, family, appearance, and dwelling value. See, what we're seeing with this story is a breakdown in the family. See, Kirk Franklin is a tyrant in his house. He's a tyrant. I'm not saying this, his son said it. If you listen to what was played, you'll hear it. He's a tyrant. There's no reason why, if you are mentally and physically healthy, you should be talking to your sons like that. How you expect your sons to grow up and have confidence in themselves when you talk to them like they ain't shit? You don't empower them. Yeah, I know we grew up on tough love, but guess what? When I got tough love, I still got love. I didn't just get toughness. I still got love. So I don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear that tough love crap. Save that. Where's the love at? Where's the love for our sons, brothers? Okay, it's hard out here. They're going to have to be warriors. Yeah, but warriors need love. You still got to love your sons, man. You can't just pay for them. See, the reason why Kirk Franklin is a tyrant, because he think a dad is all about the external 5 of the 10 life values. See, which is mobility, education, profession, leisure, and wealth. See, he think he a good dad because he was able to provide them a certain lifestyle. They was able to go on certain vacations. You know, they lived in certain neighborhoods and went to certain schools with people who were in certain tax brackets. So they were afforded to go to certain schools. They were able to move around and make moves the way they want to make moves. So he think that that's what being a good father is. You see? Forgetting what being a good husband is. See, he forgot that. You see? So, brothers, we have to let's begin to repair and work on our relationships with our sons, man. It's not you just going out and being a goddamn brute. Talk to your son. Get to know how your son think and how he process things. Your son could be you could be sitting there nursing a genius and don't know because you don't talk to him. All you do is make him do shit. You don't talk to him. You don't build with him. You don't let him express himself to you. You don't let him come to you and ask you questions and you sit down and have conversations with him. You're always trying to tell him something instead of listening to him and letting him explain something to you. You see? This is what you see going on with Kirk Franklin and his son. This is what you see. Shout out to Heels In. I appreciate you, family. This is what you see. You see? See, I'm not. See, if we're going to cut a guy some slack for certain things, right? Then we have to begin to look at this dude's track record. Because this is not, Kirk Franklin doesn't only have one son that he's been abusing. His other son came out and said the same thing. We all know he had to be abusing his wife because he wasn't giving his wife no sex. He was too busy in the other room jerking off to porn. He had a porn addiction. So this dude has been abusing his family. That's tyrannical. That's being a tyrant in the house. He's a little tyrant. He's a little dude. So he walks around the house swinging his stick. This is what he does. This is what his sons has said he's been doing their whole lives. They don't even like their father. The son that put out the voicemail said, I'm trying to understand who my dad is. I don't even know who my dad is. I don't know who my dad is. Why is a grown man saying he don't know who his father is and he grew up with his father right in the house with him? It is because his father was absent. He wasn't present with his family. He just paid for his family. He made sure all the bills was paid and all of that stuff. See, it's more to that than it's more to that than being a dad. You can't, it's not just about you paying for shit. It's about you being present. It's about you being present. It's about you being there. It's about you being available. You have to be available. And I don't mean physically, but also emotionally for your children. And he never was there for his sons. See, that has to change for us, brothers. We have to begin to be there. Just because you and his mama arguing don't mean you and him can't talk on the phone. See, if you build that camaraderie with your son, your baby mama can never turn your sons or your daughters against you. Let me repeat that. If you build the camaraderie with your children, brothers, the mama, no matter how wicked she is, she can never turn them against you. Because you've imprinted your children with you being their dad. So growing up, when she bad mouthing you, you know what your son gonna say? Why you keep talking about my dad like that? What did my dad do? You know what your daughter gonna do? Mommy, why you hate daddy? See why brothers just need to keep focusing on being men and being fathers and valuing themselves and valuing their family and valuing their health and valuing their appearance and valuing you before anybody. See why that's important? Because let me ask y'all brothers this. If y'all know that y'all have been destroyed to a certain extent, why would you allow your sons to experience even half of that shit? Now, I'm not talking about financial poverty. I'm not this is what black men gotta understand. This is what we gotta understand, brothers. Having family value is exactly what it is. Valuing the people. Let me repeat that. Having family value as a man is valuing your family, valuing the people that are part of the family. See, a lot of you dudes put a dollar and cent value on your family. Stop that, brothers. Your family is priceless. You hear me? Your family is priceless. You can't put a dollar amount on your family. Stop doing that. Because if you're doing that, then you subconsciously you're putting yourself in the position of not being a man, but being a wallet. And see, a lot of brothers do that and don't know that they doing that. See, a lot of y'all do that and don't know that y'all doing that. But see, the way you do it is when you identify with being a good father by what you could pay for, by how fly your children are, by if you was able to buy your child a car. When you brag about your child, it's all about physical accolades. You don't run around and tell people how intelligent your son is. You don't do that. You walk around and talk about how fly he is and how much money in his bank account. But you ain't talking about how he's struggling in school. You ain't talking about that. You ain't talking about how you can't get a word through to him. He won't even listen to you. See, you don't want to talk about that. See, brothers, we got to begin to start being real with each other. See, the healing process won't start if you first don't admit that you're damaged. See, if you're running around here thinking you're fixed, then you'll feel like it's nothing you need to work on until you start seeing people around you disappear. Until you start seeing things come out about you. You don't, and it just seems like people are out to expose you. See, this is what's happening with Kirk Franklin. See, he never thought his son would do what he did. That's why he apologized too, because he embarrassed. He embarrassed because people know. See, this is what makes him a tyrant. This is what makes him a tyrant, because he don't want people to know. He didn't want nobody to know he abuses his family. Look how he had to go on a hiatus when the thing came out about him with the porno and the thing he was dealing with his wife. This dude is a tyrant. He do not honor his family. He don't honor the people. He don't honor them. He don't honor his sons. He don't honor his wife. This is why he's in the state that he's in. This is why I say, brothers, we got to heal before we build, man. We got to heal before we build, man. We got to fix that dynamic between father and son, because we talk about the effeminate black male and the connection to that and the single mother, which is true. But let's talk about the connection between the effeminate black male who was abused by men. See, let's talk about that. See, because that can also make a boy effeminate. When he grow up and all men do is beat on him and subject him to trauma, that'll make him effeminate too. That'll make him not want to be a man. That'll make him want to be a woman. Because he always was placed in a position of submission. All they want to do is beat on me anyway and make me cry and submit, so I might as well go be a woman. See, we don't talk about that in this space either. How black men are also effeminized through abuse and trauma from other men, talking that tough love shit, but forgetting the love part. See, the love got to come after you being tough. See, if the love don't never come after the toughness, then it ain't tough love. It's abuse, nigga. And we got to stop abusing our families, brothers. We got to stop abusing our families, because we have to value the people. Because guess what? If you don't value them, why should they value you? Why should they care about how you look to the world, appearance value, when you don't honor your family? This is why his son put the goddamn recording out, to show the world who his dad really is. See, because to the world, you Mr. Stomp. See what happens when you don't honor your family and they don't honor you? then your appearance value decreases. Now look how you look to the world. Now look how you look to the world. Brothers, we got to heal, man. Got to heal before we build, man. To understand the importance of value in our family. Family value. Value in the people that are there. That's what family value is. Value in the people that are in your family. Family value doesn't mean putting a value on your family, meaning a number value, a dollar value, a cent value. Your family is priceless. So like I said, when this stream finish uploading, I will put the link to the article or one of the articles of this situation. And y'all answer the question, man. Do y'all think Kirk Franklin ate his children? Because like I said, the article I read, it also referred to another one of his sons saying the same thing. So when y'all get through reading the article, y'all answer the question, do y'all think he do, man? And ask yourselves, man, do the fractured relationship between father and son, how does that help us, man? How does that help us? We wondering why so many simps and tricks and marks around. It's because they're coming from the lack of fatherhood, the lack of family, the lack of a functional family that will bring them up and cultivate them in the right way to be the masculine men that they need to be. This is why I say, man, we got to heal before we build, brothers. Oh, we have to, man. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. She said, my apologies for being tardy. No problem. But you might have to catch the playback, sweetheart. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, brothers. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody that's tuned in from the clouds, everybody that typed in the chat, I appreciate the donations. If you enjoyed the show, donate to the show. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go. I appreciate the love and the support. And like we say, brothers, we got to heal before we build. We got to heal before we build. So I have a product here to help us heal and build what we're trying to accomplish, man. Let's get on our A game. This is a lifestyle brand. This is not a fly-by-night thing, fellas. This is a lifestyle. This is what we promoting here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. A lifestyle for brothers. Get down in the description box and hit the link for your A game, man. Let's get on our A game, fellas. At checkout, type in promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10 on your checkout. I appreciate the love and the support once again. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, this is Spanky Hayes, and I want to say something, whether it's comedy, acting, or just in general real life. I use my A game. I gotta have the A game. I pack it in every pocket. I got one pill in every pocket, and every pair of pants I got. Listen, entertaining y'all is hard sometimes. I gotta fly to Dallas, then to Denver, then to New York, then to LA, then to Detroit. Come on, man. That tires me out. I just take the A game now. I don't have that problem no more. I usually barely don't sleep because I'm entertaining y'all. I'm in the studio all night with the A game. And trust me, when I come home from the studio, my woman gets to feel the real pleasure of the A game. You see, I'm smiling. Watch this. Hey, baby.
Hey, babe.
Guess what I just took?
What?
A game, A game, A game, A game. I'm gonna meet you upstairs, all right?